We're just going to get right into it. Okay, so before I get into this, I want to talk to you a little bit about why I love real estate. And the reason I love real estate is because everything that happens to you in real estate is your fault. When you fail, it's your fault. When you're successful, it's your fault. Once you understand that, then you will become successful. Does anybody know what the one thing is? I've coached tons of agents. Like Sarah said, I've been in the industry 10 years now. This is my 10th year. Sold hundreds of homes. Does anybody know what the one thing is that separates people who fail from the people that succeed? Kind of. What?
Work ethic.
Work ethic. Yep, we're going to get into that. I've broken it down to one word. The word is discipline. The agents that stay disciplined are the ones that succeed. Doesn't matter the market conditions, doesn't matter what's going on in their lives, no outside factors matter. The ones that stay disciplined are the ones that will succeed. And that's just what it boils down to. What is discipline? Discipline is doing the things you don't want to do because you're supposed to do them, not because you feel like doing them. Do we all understand that? I don't feel like getting out of bed in the morning, but I do it because I stay disciplined. Because I have to do it. It's what I'm supposed to do. I don't feel like going to the office today because I don't want to do it, right? But I have to stay disciplined and I have to do it. So as we talk about recommitting and refocusing on our goals and our visions going into 2024, discipline is the main thing that we really want to focus on, okay? So, getting right into it. Before we understand the how, we have to understand why. Why are you not where you want to be? I've broken this down into three. I'm not a very intelligent person, so I have to break things down very simply for myself. And so that's where we break things down here. So I've narrowed it down to three things. The first one, where do we lack? We have to look deep within ourselves and say, okay, is it effort? Are we lacking effort? Is that why we're not hitting our goals? Is that what we're not doing? Maybe we need to just show up more. We need to put more time in. We need to just overall be in the office more. We have to wake up earlier. Whatever it is, we need more effort. Okay? That's one thing. Skills. Do we have a lack of skill? Do we not know how to make that cold call? Do we not have the right script? Do we not know how to do social media? Do we not know how to do a video for content? So how do we get better with skills? We learn. So part of the things we need to do is get up and learn. So whether it's making a cold call, instead of making that cold call that I don't know how to do, how can I take 2 hours today and learn how to make better cold calls? Because maybe I'm calling, but I'm not getting the results, right? So we need to learn how to hone our skills in order to make better calls, or whatever that skill is you want to do, we need to figure that out. Is it leadership or accountability? This one's kind of a cop-out sometimes, because once again, I think everything is determined by you. But picking a good leader and picking an accountability partner is also on you, right? If that's something you need, I need accountability. Everybody needs accountability. And so, but it's up to you to choose who that accountability person is, or choose the people that you partner with. Is it the person that's leading your team, or your broker, whoever it is? Who is that? Are they helping you or are they not? Are you getting value from them or are you not? If they're not, then it's up to you to change that, okay? We have to remember the why. Why did we get into real estate in the first place? I'll explain to you why I got into real estate. I wanted a flexible schedule and I wanted to make a lot of money. That's the why. Does anybody want to share why they got into real estate? Yes?
I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 and I wanted a lot of money.
Perfect, yeah. Anyone else? Yes?
I didn't want to work for anybody else, so I could take a vacation or take time off of our own.
Perfect. Yes?
I enjoy working with people and making sure it's done right for them.
Perfect. Love that. Mr. Hall in the back?
I got tired of listening to you tell me I need to get a real
Yes.
The real why was to be able to get into the industry and be able to focus on doing the job the right way when there were so many agents out there.
Yeah. Awesome. Anybody else? Okay. This is not a complicated business, guys. Realtors overcomplicate this business more than it has to be. Okay, it's a very, very simple business. We meet people and we connect them with the right property and we just network, right? That's what we do. We overcomplicate the hell out of this business. So that's the why. Once we have the why, we can start focusing on the how. Okay? So what is how? There's no secret sauce in real estate. Like I said, it's a simple business. It all boils down to action and the amount of action you take. There's a book I read that changed my business when I read it. It is called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Whether you like Grant Cardone or not, this book is amazing, especially when it comes to taking action in your business and not doing the things like getting ready to get ready. Too many agents do that. Oh, I can't do this until I do this, and I can't do this until I do this. It's like just take the action, right? So 10X Rule, Grant Cardone, changed my business. I still listen to it to this day. Even I'll just put on a random chapter and let it go in the car, and it just refocuses me and gets me back in the right mindset, okay? So, action in real estate. What are things we can do that are actionable things that will help our business, right? Number one, phone calls. Obviously, pick up the phone and call people. That's one thing we can do. Door knocking. If you don't like phone calls, go door knock. Not a lot of agents do door knocking anymore. Go pick a neighborhood that you want to farm and door knock, right? These are simple things, guys. We overcomplicate this stuff. Filming and posting content. I built my business off of social media and doing video content. So I don't do a lot of calling. I don't do a lot of door knocking. I chose the route of social media, filming content, posting it consistently all the time, every single day, right? Social media, we just talked about that. Reaching out to your sphere of influence. What is your sphere of influence? Your sphere of influence is the database of people that you have that are constantly either referring you business or using you as a real estate agent, just helping you. That is the engine to your business. We are in a data collection business, right? We had the agent with the biggest list always wins. The agent with the biggest database always wins. Remember that. Collect data, put it into a list. If you don't have a database, that's number one. The first thing I tell brand new agents all the time, before you do anything else, before you set up your Facebook, before you do anything else, open up Excel and start writing everybody that you know and get a list. You need to have people. That was the one thing I didn't do in my first 2 years as a real estate agent. I came in with this ego. Oh, I know everybody. I got it in my head. No problem. No, you need to get them into one spot because that is going to be the engine to your business, okay? Data collection, we just talked about that. Hosting events. These are all actionable things we should be doing, guys, right? Hosting events, like we are here today. We're hosting an event. Why is it important to host an event? Because it makes calling so much easier. It makes texting so much easier. Once you have your list, once you have your database, now it's an easy conversation because the biggest reason why agents don't call is because they don't have anything to say. So that's why we host an event. I do a client appreciation event. I call, hey, Joe, what's up? This is Robert Khabbaz. I'm real estate. You should know who you are. Just inviting you to our client appreciation event. It's free. Come on by, have a drink, have some food, meet whoever, right? That's an easy phone call to make. It's 2 seconds whenever you're calling, and they're going to leave that phone call going, wow, that's Rob. He always invites me to stuff. What a nice guy. I appreciate it. I'm giving them something of value, right? Doing a pop by. Going back to your last 10, 20 clients that you had last year, dropping something off on their door. Once again, giving value. This is something you can do. These are things we need to be doing every single day, right? And then that's it. So, action, which a lot of agents get misconstrued of these things, they thinking that are actions, but they are really not. These are things you should not be doing. Waiting for the phone to ring. Too many agents just show up. Hey, I showed up at the office, and then guess what? They didn't do anything. They're just waiting for that phone to ring. Well, guys, nobody knows to call you because you're not doing anything. You're not taking the right action that we just talked about. Mindlessly scrolling on social media. Everybody's guilty of this, right? We get to the office, got the MLS up, we got this up, and guess what? Something pops up on Facebook. Next thing you know, it's 2 hours later, and you didn't really do anything, right? But you convince yourself that you've done something. Busy work, paperwork, contracts, etc. Once again, this is convincing yourself that you actually had a productive day. If all I did today was fill out paperwork and whatnot, guys, this is $10 an hour work, right? This is work you need to give to somebody else. Because you are not, I'm guilty on early in my career, I wrote a PA today, and I emailed some paperwork over, and I made some copies, and I'm like, I had a productive day. And it's like, you didn't do anything today. You literally just, you didn't do anything. You did $10 an hour work, and you didn't go get any new business. You didn't take the actionable steps that we just talked about, right? And then showing up to the office to socialize. It's not social hour, guys. You have to be, once again, disciplined. You have to go there and do the things that you were supposed to do, right? And you must stay disciplined. We already talked about that. The blueprint for success, in my opinion. Wake up early, meditate, and manifest. If you don't see it, once again, this is a visualizing event. If you don't see it, you can't have it. You need to, my wife just caught me over there right before I was coming up here. She texted me, she's like, are you talking to yourself? I was like, I didn't even know I did it. I'm sitting there going over my presentation, and she's like, "Are you talking to yourself?" And I'm like, she's like, "I looked over, and nobody was around you, and you're just talking to yourself." And I'm like, I didn't realize I was doing that. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm manifesting my presentation in my head, right? I have to see it. So, yeah, that was funny. Exercise, man. Exercise gets the body right. It gets the endorphins going in your head. It's something that's super important. Wake up, exercise every single day, and then obviously eat healthy. And what you put in your body matters. It gets to your brain. Everything. When you feel better, you perform better, and that's what this is all about, right? So, you have to ask yourself the question: how much money do you want to make? How many families do you want to help? Start there. How much money do I want to make? How many families do I want to help? Reverse engineer that, and there's your blueprint for success. Okay? Thank you. That's it. I know it was quick, but I hope you guys got something from it. Do we have any questions before we cut it off? We don't have to. Okay. Yes, sir.
So from what you're saying, I was thinking that the main activity, or all those activities basically are leading back to your pipeline.
Yep.
Keep that pipeline flowing.
That's it. Just keep the pipeline full. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys so much. I am on social media. Please follow me.